Hello, and welcome back to Interloper in the Long Dark, where we are running like pied ninnies to Timberwolf Mountain in what could potentially be called the worst mistake of my entire Long Dark career, because Timberwolf Mountain is just as bad as Pleasant Valley when it comes to weather. But we've spent a night and half the day resting, recuperating, sprinting around to get tired again, sprinting, recuperating, and realizing just how little food I have and why I absolutely need to make it up here before time is out. Let's drink some water, get our weight down a little bit so we can pick up these sticks and still climb. Okay, 1 stick's good, 2 sticks good, 3 sticks not good. Okay, go to sticks and drop 1. Gotcha. Alright, and climb. And hoofta, 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 hoofta. Get up this cliff. Alright, we got weather crows flying overhead. Doesn't predetermine our weather for Timberwolf Mountain, but it does bear some foreboding signs depending on what it decides for the weather to do, whether it is not it quits blowing, or if it continues blowing harder or changes to something else. Heaven forbid it do that, but it is Loper. It is Loper. And we're already frozen, and we're already out of food. But Mountaineer's Hut should have a little goodness or two for me in it. I would hope so at the very least. Supposedly, according to friendly commenters on Das YouTuben, thank you very much, I should be warm enough in the Mountaineer's Hut by myself with what little clothing I currently do have. No guarantees, but it's a hopeful. If we get my cooking high enough, we'll eventually hunt bear. I've decided I might as well pursue some bear gear perhaps at some point, considering how long it has the potential to last. But I think it's something I'm floating, but it's not a guarantee. And I am grabbing as many sticks as we can because we're going to be burning fuel like mad hogs while we're here. Yeah, and I don't say that lightly. When we make our run for the summit, that's literally going to be a lot of fuel expended. We're going to be expending fuel to get to the cave into the ravine, perhaps, for the initial climb up. We might be expending some fuel in deer clearing. No guarantees. Depends on how I navigate deer clearing, whether I take the second rope or the first rope. I'm not positive yet as to what I'm going to do. Depends on where the wolves are navigating around and where the bear is too. And then from deer clearing up to the secluded shelf and up from there. I'm going to need some overnight fuel, obviously. The cave from deer clearing over, or secluded shelf over and across to, I don't know what that's above, up above Eric's Falls or something. That's going to be perfectly safe cave for us. We're not going to need to worry about temperature in there. We can reclaim some fuel in there, whatever sticks and firewood might be in there, coal as well. Whatever we can fancy to pick up. And, ooh, I thought that was a bear for a second. My heart nearly stopped. It's just the tires, though. Hopefully there's no moose on the shortcut, otherwise we're taking the long cut. Might have to dodge some moles, which means we'll burn another 10% condition. Not a fan, but if there's a moose, we might as well hunt it for the food at some point. If not, we'll just bag a deer and a couple of rabbits or something. That is our primary concern upon getting settled in, is securing a food supply that will last long enough to support the run up to the summit. After the summit's over, we're heading either... Ooh, there is a moose, okay. That's good news and bad news. Good news is there's food. Bad news is I don't want it to hit me before I hit it. And depending on where he's rampaging around, we have to be careful. I don't see him yet, but he's usually off the direction I'm headed, which could mean some frivolous backtracking if I don't play this careful. Currently at 75% condition and dropping. Trying to listen for Mr. Moosenbaum. Anyway, yeah, so the plan of once we get through the cave up on Secluded Shelf and over above there and going up around is probably to make that run as quick as possible. If we must burn fuel, we will. And that'll be the last run up to the summit. We'll be overnighting in the tail section, weather permitting and fuel permitting. Otherwise, we're just going to load and go. We're just going to mountain goat down. Because I don't give a flying fajitas about proper mountaineering and climbing techniques when one can just, with relative ease and safety, shenanihoot their way down the surface. Alright, we look relatively safe against Moosin. I haven't sighted him yet. This area is a little buggy for the moose in my experience. He might show up a day or 3 later. But other than that, relatively nice. I'm just going to leave the bow up for safety and security measures, even though I doubt there's anything right along this area. Fishing would be wonderful if it was worthwhile, but the fuel consumption at the same time just makes it not worth it, considering I need my cooking pot to make water last long enough for a fishing run, which I did bring with me, dutifully, but no guarantee. Wondering if those were weather crows or just standard crows. It's 1 degree outside. It's actually warmer than Pleasant Valley, which was minus the wind chill, -8 when I left. So 9 degrees warmer, which is kind of shocking because I've always bunked Timberwolf. Oh, it is warm. Glorious saints alive. And look, there's a heavy hammer. Oh my goodness. Candy bar for food, field dressing a kill, anything in my hatch. Look at all this firewood. Oh, just matches. Yes. Alright, so we have a very good amount of firewood. We've got a ski jacket. Surprised it's actually still in serviceable condition. Sewing kit, which is a good find. There's a can of sardines back there, which I'm going to either need to break the crate down. We can just bed hop over. There we go. Temperature 55. Whew, wonderful. Alright, nothing in the jar. Alright, let's stock up what we're leaving behind. Obviously, these spare clothes, 44 and 33% condition. Where's ski jacket? The ski jacket's not as good as the simple parka, is it? Oh no, it's better than the simple parka. Okay, but comparatively, it's absolute, just dragon. Ugh. It's trash. What else is keeping me heavy? Oh, these are ruined. No, we're not eating. Sorry. This is relatively safe to eat. We'll just do it to boost our calories because I need food. We need to start a fire and cook some water, but I'd rather hunt a deer first. So, weather permitting, check the drawer. We just got some newsprint in the Climber's Journal page I've read 1,000 times. Is the deer even out? Yeah, deer's here. I don't see any wolves down in the lake, which is actually a boon. That's usually a stalker thing. There might be something in the fishing hut for us. We're going to warm up first, though, by simply repairing our socks. Hopefully that goes well. My repairing skill is still rather trash. Alright, let's improve those marginally. This would probably be the better thing to fix. As well as these, but we'll wait on these for a minute because they're a long time to repair. These are getting low-ish, not bad, but these are still fine and dandy. 98 and 64 comparatively. We're very nearly warm, so I want to make sure I'm using the correct bow. Yes, I am. Everything else is relatively good. We're just going to drop everything off I don't need, which is the books, really. I'm just trying to lighten my load for when I go climbing. Which won't be today, so I'm not too worried about this right now. I want to keep all the fuel on me for now. I don't need all these matches on me at the moment, even though they don't weigh that much. I'd rather store them off for now. Just down to 12s. So I'll keep 24 on me. Yeah, I don't even need 24 on me. I have a fire striker in case things go south. 44 sticks is plenty for now, but I'm going to transfer all of them into here just to lighten my load. Same with the coal. The only thing I'm going to keep on me is the reclaimed. I am going to take a few sticks back just for fire starting, just 5. Alright, relatively good and dandy. Weather is 5 degrees. How about in the wind? This is in the wind. Cool. Alright, I am upwind from the deer, which is bad mojo. I'm gonna see where, if I can, circle around him. We could hunt rabbits as well. Lightweights though, I'd rather save that for later. For prepping for the return journey through Pleasant Valley. Rather than the prep for the mountain. I'd rather just snag this deer and get on with it. Gonna have to be careful for the wolves that are along that ridge line though. Alright, just get downwind from this deer so he can't smell me. Smell does play a super huge role in the long dart. It's not as powerful as you might think in some aspects or dealings, and in other aspects it's absolutely detrimental. Hunting deer, I might be in the difference of roughly 10-20 feet. That's about it. And the weather is dropping substantially now that we are in the wind. If I can get a clean shot on him, I am definitely taking it though. This is relatively long for me to take a shot into the wind for. We'll see if he comes a little bit closer. A little bit closer would be really ideal. Probably close enough for me to be able to... Yep. I think that was a head shoot. If it was, we're going to monitor the wind conditions and collect cattails for the meantime. Don't know where my arrow actually hit him because it's disappeared at the moment. It did not bounce. I could tell that sometimes the game is a little buggy with your tools, and it should pop out. Oh, it's right there. Yep, popped out behind his butt. Alright, we're just gonna harvest cattails, and we're gonna judge the wind for a little bit. And if I deem it safe enough to stay down long enough, we'll come out and get a fire started. I think it's calm enough right now to actually get a proper fire start, but I'll just head back in and get my fire starting materials first. And we're just going to load up on cattails first. I'm willing to risk a little bit of condition loss for these guys real quick. Just because they're so close in proximity to each other right now. That's probably plenty. We'll check the fish shack real quick on our way back for fuel. I think the weather should be plenty good for starting a fire. It's not that windy. I lied. It's actually really windy. Oh, a storm lantern. That is a stellar find. Driving gloves. Good to harvest the kid leather. All's fine and dandy in here. As expected, nothing. I wasn't expecting anything under the stove, although a surprise would have been nice. Storm lantern was a good find. Oh. Alright, hard to tell, but it looks like it might be getting foggy. If it does, we'll sprint back and start the fire quick. In fact, considering we have no calories in us currently, I think we'll do that. If we can just get the fire sheltered behind his carcass, we'll be fine. I just don't want... My problem is twofold. Wasting fuel, and missing a chance to get a fire started with the sun instead of matches. And it looks like we're gonna miss both, honestly. I don't think I could get either off substantially well. As for all the sticks, because it's gonna take pretty much all of them just to get the fire started properly. I don't think I can get a Maglens fire off now. I think it's too late. And the wind is still really strong. I don't know if it would be a substantial fire either way. No, it's definitely not bright enough to get a Maglens fire off now.
Freezing.
Just gonna monitor the weather a little bit longer. I didn't bring my torch with me, did I? Oh no, I did. Wind chill is how you can determine how fast the wind's blowing. And it's really darn heavy at the moment, so unless I can get a perfect fire off. Doesn't say it's too windy at the moment. We'll burn another bit of fire striker. A 95% chance. I'm hoping to find one more fire striker before this runs over and say use that as my get out of jail free card for the future. Really would have been nice if I had just been patient and gotten a little fire started with my Maglens before running back for fuel, if I could have been assured of it not blowing out, but it's compromise on decisions. Long-term gameplay leads you to question every decision, especially in Interloper.
There's life out here.
Ball sticks I'm comfortable adding at the moment. I want to wait and see what this wind does before I guarantee any more fuel into this fire. Give it a little bit of time to see what it intends to do. Apparently I didn't bring my cooking pot, which makes me sad. I think this fire is going to last. The wind stays the same. Current temperature is 19. One piece of coal will get me up. I need 15 minutes to go. I can't wait 15 minutes of whatever time, so we'll add a reclaimed. Still not enough. Why am I not losing condition? I get this bug every once in a while. Well, if the bug is going to make me not lose condition for now, I'm going to abuse that. I hate to say that. But if my fire's not going to blow out, I'm just going to abuse the no condition loss, and we'll just start out nice and slow. We'll go for 3.3 pounds of meat for 13 minutes. I'm seriously not losing condition. Alright, wind has come up violently. Or else it's just changed direction. I'll give it a minute and see what goes on. I can stick feed the fire if need be. I get this bug every once in a while with triple cycle sleeping patterns. Oh yeah, my campfire is doomed. So, harvesting this deer is done for the day. It's not gonna happen. Not when I have to stick feed a fire for 40 more minutes just to get this venison done. But anyway, what I mean by triple cycle, or triple sleeping cycle, is a sleep, a pastime, a sleep, a pastime, a sleep, and a go, followed with one transition. I can't really duplicate it often enough to actually report it to Hinterland as an actual bug yet. But this is like the third time it's happened to me, and I've been notating things I do and how their oddness or not as to what causes it. It's very specific as to when it occurs. I'm not sure what the specifics on that are going to be. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe it's something to do with certain locations. Maybe it's something to do with just the sleep cycle itself, but I've tried testing this in test sandboxes to see if it functions, and it doesn't. But it's got something to do with having a hypothermia risk and doing a triple sleep cycle, as I like to call it, with one transition change in and out of the building in that time frame. I can't confirm if that's actually what's causing it or not, but that's my biased hypothesis at the moment. I have nothing better to go off of at the moment. Let's let that fire go. If this wind calms down, we can just let the fire go even longer. And just restarting the game fixes this bug. I really don't know what's causing it. To be honest, I cannot for the life of me fathom the cause, because it's so inconsistent in its occurrences. Need more time to collect more cattails. Yeah, I really doubt this wind's gonna lighten up any. So if it does, I'll be overjoyed, because that means we can finish harvesting my deer. But for now, it means I have secured a light dinner at the very least, which I am very comfortable with. These cattails over here. Go back and check on our fire, grab another stick for stick feeding purposes. I'm gonna be burning through sticks like crazy while I'm up here. But all these cattails are super, super good. I'm okay with stick feeding this fire for now. Sounds like this wind might be on the verge of dying down, or else just continuing strong. Hard to say. Nice thing is I'm downwind from the wolves, so my centimeter is not going to be heavily affecting them, thankfully. If this wind ends up calming down, I'll be super stoked. I doubt it will, though. And yes, I am doing both stocks of venison for now. And we'll come back and get him later. Fire's actually warm now, not that it matters now. Because, stupid glitch. How many cattails do I have now? 34! Oh, hell. We are stoked on cattails now. I left with 18. No, I arrived with 18, I think, and I ate 2. I was down to 16, or maybe I ate 3 and I was down to 15. I can't remember. It was like 15 or 14 or something like that. I was like, I don't like these odds, because if I can't secure a meal, I'm foobar. If this wind would go away, I'd be super stoked. I hate stick feeding fires. It's just a waste of time. Well, it's not a waste of time, it's just an annoying use of time.
It's so cold in my life.
You know, your cold isn't affecting us. Ah, screw it, I'll do one more set. Do I have a secondary can? No. Rip. Ooh. This might go blizzardy, which might make me regret doing this. Yeah, it's going blizzardy. Still good for now, 9 minutes. Yeah, we're full on blizzard. I'm surprised I can actually still stick feed it. Normally when a blizzard comes, you're screwed. Alright, can't take a torch? No, too late. Alright, bye! Bye, little fire! Thanks for the meal! We'll see what the temperature is in here with a pretty much full-on blizzard going. It's not quite full blizzard yet, which is I think what my fire would still let me add stuff to it, but it's getting close. Very close. I kind of feel bad for abusing this glitch, but I didn't want to stop the recording and stitch it together and reset everything. Convenience versus abuse, which rates higher on my list? I'm sure you can answer that question. Nothing in my canoe. Sad day. Go get these cattails. Hopefully, sleeping and exiting the game will restart everything and get this glitch undone. That way we can have an authentic mission through the crates and everything. Alright, what are we eating tonight? Not this guy. That guy's what we're eating tonight. Still 61 degrees in here. I'm down for it. Alright, dump all you in here. Get you in there. You in there. Search the pounds I don't need to be carrying at the moment. Don't need you at the moment. Leave you for later at the moment. Pretty if the month. We look good. Yeah, 58. 7. Oh, I missed a thing. Another set of wood matches. Woof! Woohoo! Alright, so blizzard in here temperature is dropping now. I do want to see how low it goes before I sleep. Because it's dropping rapidly. I think a blizzard drops at like 15 degrees. Which is, if that's the case, we should be fine. Minus nighttime standard dot drops. Still dropping. Can drop 10 more degrees and I'll be okay. Seems to have settled there for now. I'll sleep an hour. Make sure I'm full on water. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good to sleep the whole night, I think. I'm still gonna take it in batches just to be on the safe side, but other than that, I think we're okay. But that's gonna be it for this episode. I have been Lonelywolf. I hope you guys have enjoyed, minus the stupid little glitch. I will return in the next one with that hopefully being non-existent. And yeah, that's that. Stay safe, stay warm out there, and don't get caught in a blizzard. I'll see you guys in the next one.